Night Vikings. You might have heard that song before. It's by Bob Marley. It's called Three Little Birds. It's a great song. We don't have anything to worry about today because we are learning how to play an instrument, and that's a great thing. So I hope you enjoyed your first ukulele lesson. I hope you started getting familiar with your ukulele. I hope your ukulele is tuned and it sounds correct. Right now your ukulele should sound like this. Goats can eat anything. Remember we did that last week? We're going to look at that a little more in a minute. Right now what I'd like to do is I'd like to introduce you to your ukulele book that Miss Irvie should have given you. Last week we didn't work in the book. The next 3 weeks we will be working in the book. So make sure you grab your book and have it ready to go. Now as a review, if you want to review pages 4, so page 4 reviews the parts of the ukulele that we talked about last week. Page 5 reviews tuning your ukulele, so making sure that it sounds right. Page 6 reviews how to hold your ukulele. We talked about that last week. And page 7 reviews strumming. We talked about that a little bit last week as well. Now, today in our book, we're mainly going to be looking at pages 9 and pages 10. So after you review those first few pages, if you want to focus on pages 9 and 10, that's what we're going to be looking at today. So let's get started with your fingers. Today, you're going to learn the names of your fingers because your fingers are, of course, what you're playing with, very important. So in ukulele, you're going to be strumming with your right hand, and you're going to be playing notes with your left hand. I'm going to turn around and make an L. This is the hand. This is your left hand that you should be using to play notes on your ukulele. Now, it's very important to know the names of our fingers when we're playing because we're going to be using that a lot. So go ahead and hold up your left hand, make that L. Hold up your left hand with me, and I'm going to teach you the number names of your fingers. So this index finger, this is finger number 1. Your middle finger is number 2. Your ring finger is number 3, and your pinky finger is number 4. So let me do that again. You've got finger number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Say those finger names with me. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Very, very important to know the names of our fingers. It will come into play when we're playing our ukulele. We're going to get back to our finger names in just a minute. There's one other very important piece of information you need to know today. Last week, we talked about the neck of our ukulele. Remember, we talked about our head, our neck, and our body. We're going to focus on our neck today, and I want you to notice that on your neck, can you come a little bit closer so that they can see? On the neck, it's kind of broken up into sections, okay? We've got these little bars here that break our neck up into sections, okay? Here's our first section, second section, third section. Well, these sections are called frets, okay? And the frets are going to be a very important part of playing the ukulele. In this class, we're only really going to be focused on the first 3 frets, okay? So this is our first fret, second fret, and third fret. I want to draw it out on the board for you here. I've drawn the neck right here, and I've separated our neck into frets. So again, this is our first fret, this is our second fret, and this is our third fret. So say that word with me, fret. It's a very important ukulele and guitar term. So we're going to learn our first chord of the ukulele. It's the most important chord. It's called the C chord. This is how you play a C chord. That's the basics of it. But what I'd like for you to do is I would like for you to get your book, and I would like for you to look. Oh, let me go back real quick. So page number 9 in our book talks all about those finger names. So if you want to review what I just taught you about the finger names, 1, 2, 3, and 4, that's on page 9. If you turn to page 10, you will discover how to make the C chord on your ukulele. Now, to make the C chord, we've got to combine our finger names and the frets. So I want you to look right here. When we play a C chord, we're going to put our third finger, remember your ring finger is your third finger, we're going to put our third finger on the A string of the third fret. Okay? So remember our string names. We've got goats can eat anything, G, C, E, A. So to play that C chord, we're going to put our third finger on the third fret of the A string. Now this is very important. When you put your finger down, and so right now I'm going to take my third finger of my left hand. I'm going to count down 1 fret, 2 fret, 3 fret, and I'm going to come over to that A string and I'm going to press down with my third finger. Now this is very important. See where I have placed where you put your finger? You want to put your finger right above that fret bar. Don't put it on the fret bar and don't put it up here. You want it right above there without touching it. So I'm going to show you again what it looks like. Here's my third finger, my ring finger. I'm not going to put a ring on to remind you it's your ring finger. We're going to count down 1, 2, 3, third fret. We're going to come over to our A string. We're going to press down really hard right above that fret, and then you're going to take your index finger of your right hand and give it a little strum, and it should sound like this. So it should sound really, the C chord is very happy. It's a very happy sound. It should remind you of sunshine and beaches and fun times. So today, what I'd like for you to do is I would like for you to review the pages in your book up to page 10. I would like for you to practice your finger names 1, 2, 3, and 4. I would like for you to practice counting down on your frets 1, 2, 3, and practice making that beautiful C chord. Now, after this video, there are other videos in your lesson. There's a video of another ukulele teacher teaching you the C chord. Sometimes it helps to learn something from 2 different teachers. And there's also an amazing video of Grace Vanderwall, the very talented performer, showing us all the ukuleles that she has in her bedroom. She has over 10 ukuleles. It's super fun. So, I'm going to leave you with this C chord. Is the first note in 3 Little Birds by Bob Marley. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.